stay here with you. You are a rainbow, so I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky one. 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 The seasons change, but you're the same. Your love is constant. You've never lost it. Your voice is calling out my name. It makes me miss you, even when I'm with you. Oh, nobody wants to go it alone, and I just wanna stay here with you. You are a rainbow, so I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky one. 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 I am a lucky one.
Speedy, welcome to the show for everyone. This is Speedy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And Speedy Talk is a program for the youth. It's where we talk about different things that affect and concern the youth. And I am your host, Aondonase King James, together in the studio with.
Confidence Kwagh.
Mimi Kwaghtsule.
And our focus for today is parents' influence on marriage. Parents' influence on marriage. So yes, that's the shortened version of our focus, because we are going to look at how parents' marriages in the home, how it influences the children's mindset on marriage. From seeing the way their parents' marriage is to seeing how it was, and how it influences them in the future, or even at that time, to see maybe they are not going to get married or that. So that's what we're looking at today. We are looking at how parents' marriage affects their children's mindset of marriage. And you can call and tell us if most parents' marriages usually influence the children to have a negative mindset on marriage. And the number to call is 0808 427 5464. And you can call later on the show and tell us. So, Confidence, let me start with you. Do you think parents' marriages usually it's a major factor, or it's a major factor that influences a child's mindset on marriage?
Yeah, I'll say yes.
Okay.
Because the kids, first of all, they grow up with, they start with their parents. The family is a basic place where they grow up. Like all their values that they start learning, it starts from the family.
Okay.
So parents' marriage influence the kids very much. It can influence them both in negative and a positive aspect.
Okay.
So I say yes.
Okay. Mimi, what about you? Do you think parents' marriage, it forms a basis on which a child's mindset about marriage is formed?
So far from what I've seen, I would say yes, but not really.
Okay.
Because sometimes it's not really from the parents, from the society. So I would say partially.
Okay. Okay. So, Confidence, I'm going to ask you, how has your parents' marriage, how has it, if you're judging based on their marriage, how would you look at marriage?
I would say marriage is something good.
Okay.
Because, yeah. And I would say it has its challenges though. And let me say my parents' marriage is fun though.
Okay.
Because I would say sometimes my mom will be like, you see this your dad. I wonder why I even married. But then coming back, she'll still go back praising him. And I'll be like, is it not the man you were complaining about? And then now you are praising him. So I'll say yes. To them, seeing from them, I think marriage is something that's good. Yeah.
Okay. Mimi, what about you? Based on your parents' marriage, how would you look at marriage? How is your mindset about marriage based on seeing them?
Okay. I feel based on from what I've seen, their marriage is good. Has been good so far. And I feel like they really do understand each other. Because sometimes the way my father behaves or when my mom behaves, I feel like I don't think nobody can take the things. What I don't think nobody can take what they have been doing, like endure the things they do. Like my father is really strong. Oh, my mom is actually do strong, but I feel like the understanding was there.
Okay.
And they really do understand each other, and their marriage has been good, and it's something that sometimes though I admire. Yes, because they actually, well, like what Confidence said, challenges may come. Yes, because sometimes when they have arguments and stuff like that, I don't really like it, but it's okay. It's okay because it's a normal thing for them. And sometimes I hardly even see I hardly like witness my parents quarrel. Like, how sometimes you be at home, you hearing your neighbors, the couples quarreling and stuff like that. I hardly see them quarrel, but I see them when they have issues. I see when my father is offended with my mom, and I also see when my mom is offended with my father, but they don't actually make it a big deal. So I actually do admire that marriage. It's very much okay.
Okay, so that's very nice. I think I'd say the same too, based on my parents' marriage too. From what I've seen, there are issues there, but as you said, there are challenges, and that's normal. But it's always about the way they work out and all that. But you see, one thing here is majority of people. Let me put it that way. From the way they've seen their parents' marriage, it has changed their mindset completely, and they're like, me, I'm not going to get married at all when I grow up. So sometimes it's either the way they see their father treating the mother, or maybe some things that they're like, is this one marriage is a big, if it's like that, I'm not going to get married at all. Those kind of things sometimes, because sometimes you see maybe the father, he's maybe a bit harsh with the mother and something like that, and sometimes the children grow up and they don't like seeing that, and they're like, no, I'm not going to get married at all. So okay, we have a call here. Hello. And we lost it. But you can call back. You can call and tell us, do you really think that parents' marriages influences their children's mindset on marriage? And the number to call is 0808 427 5464. 0808 427 5464. So Mimi, do you believe that in cases where the parents really didn't have a good or presentable marriage in the presence of their kids, do you think it's always at all times that when their children see things like that, they are going to conclude that I'm not going to get married when I grow up?
Yes, I've witnessed that a lot. Even some of my female friends who are close to me. I will speak for the female side, because most of these girls, the ladies, based on what they have seen so far, especially in their parents, from their parents, or even
we have a call. Hello. Okay, maybe you can continue.
Especially from what they have seen from their parents, they tend to be so irritated when it comes to marriage. They feel like marriage is a burden or stuff like that. Sometimes their father maltreats their mom or them, the children. And you see, even right from secondary school, you start seeing ladies saying that they don't want to get married, or when they are done with school and stuff like that, they'll just get pregnant, have children, and just
be like that,
raise their children alone. I'll be like, so you guys are cool with being a single parent? In my mind, I will not say anything, but I'll be wondering, I will just be amazed, like, are you guys comfortable with this thing? You guys don't want to have a husband or something? I'm like, no.
Okay, we have a call again. Hello. Okay, Mimi, continue.
Okay.
I don't know, it's not connecting.
They'll be like, they don't want to have a husband. From what they have seen, their father was not the best at all, and they don't want their children to suffer that. So they're okay being a single parent. Some of them, they don't even want children at all. Some of them want to adopt, some don't want to adopt.
Exactly.
So I feel like it's really affecting them. I don't know for the boys, but as for the girls, and so far from what I've seen, and it's still happening, because many ladies, they are so serious with it. They're like, I don't want to marry. So then they'll be okay in relationship, but when it comes to marriage, you will not even find them there. You will not
that's
see them
true,
there.
actually.
They will have boyfriends if they'll have boyfriends and stuff, but husbands, no. They don't want to be married at all, because from what they are seeing, and they don't want to go through the same thing that their mom went through. So yes, it's actually affecting them in the negative side.
Okay. Confidence, what about you? Do you agree that the way parents' marriages are sometimes, especially in the negative side, do you think that always influences the children's mindset that no, I'm not going to get married?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. It affects them. You know, some, like she said, girls. Like some girls, some men are the types that hit women. So probably once they start seeing their parents get into fight, and then your father is always beating up your mom. There are some girls that will decide that, yes, I won't get into marriage. I don't want to experience that. Though sometimes their marriage may not go like that, because your mom and you have different fate, different destinies, different experience that will happen to you. What happened to your mom may not happen to you.
Exactly.
Yes. But then the fear is there. Fear of me having the same experience as my mom. So they may tend to like, I don't want it. I don't want a thing called marriage.
Exactly.
And it also affect the guys too. Because I remember a guy saying that him is not going to marry.
Okay.
I was like, why? So he was like, why will I marry first? What is the benefit of marriage? I was like, you have kids first. And you'll be with your partner for life. Say, he already has a child. He's just waiting for another lady that will give him one.
He just wants you to give them children.
Yes,
because both his parents, they are not together now. So it was like, for me to just get into marriage and then step out, it's better I don't. So I was like, what if your own goes different from your parents? He said he's not going into marriage. All he wants is just kids.
Okay.
Whether they come from different mothers,
he doesn't mind.
it's kids that he wants.
Okay.
So it affects the children a lot. And then, let me say mostly affects the girls. Yeah. And I still remember of a guy saying that he will, if a woman is misbehaving in marriage, he will beat you up.
Just imagine that.
Maybe that was what his father used to do. And then he has that mentality that he will reset a woman's brain.
Exactly.
With beating. I told him that if you beat me, marriage has finished. Because I've never seen my dad lay hand on my mom. So I won't accept that. So it has a lot of influence on the kids.
Exactly. And I'll agree with that. Okay, I may not know really well for the guys and some reasons why they may not want to get married, but one thing I know, one aspect of a marriage, their parents' marriage influencing them, if their father never really, and this is some, though not all actually, because some
Yes.
say I will be different from my father,
Yeah.
but there are some where they see their father treat their mothers in a certain way and they think, oh, that's how you're supposed to treat a
It's
woman.
normal.
It's normal. That's how you're supposed to treat your wife. Normally, it's just a normal thing. As the man of the house, that's the only way you can show. But some actually decide that, no, I'm going to be different from my father. I'm not going to be that way. We have a call. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Jennifer.
Network. We can't really get you, but if you can try and call back again, it would be very good if you do. And the number to call is 0808 427 5464. 0808 427 5464. And you can call and tell us how much you think parents' marriage influences their children's mindsets on marriage. So some boys, they decide that, no, I'm going to be different from my dad and all that. But some, they're like, okay, even some of them sometimes, when they make up their mind that, no, I'm not going to be like my dad, I'm not going to treat my wife the way my dad treated his wife. But sometimes they find themselves doing the same thing their dad did.
Yeah.
Even as it's not intentional, sometimes they just find themselves doing it.
Like they say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Exactly. Hello, you have a call. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is November Emanuela.
Okay, Emanuela, where are you calling from?
Calling from Kwaghtsule.
Okay. So, what do you think parents' marriages influences their children's mindset on marriage? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. How so? How do you think it does? Okay. Network is really bad, but if you can keep trying, but the network is really bad. We couldn't really get you that well, but you can call back again. So that's the thing. I think that's why no matter what, parents should try, because you see, even some guys that are deliberate about it, no, I'm not going to treat my wife this way, they still find themselves doing the same things their father used to do. But generally in this generation, the number of people that I've heard saying, I'm not going to get married, I'm just going to have children. The guys are saying, I'm just going to have children. The girls are saying, I'm just going to have children. Now, a bit to one side, do you think it's their parents' marriage that really influences that decision? Because a lot of people, they are saying they are not going to get married. This generation, they are saying they are not going to get married. So at this point, will we say it's how they've seen their parents' own marriage? Mimi?
Some is from what they have experienced in their homes, but some is from what they have seen, especially on social media.
Exactly.
Because they see all these single parents doing well and fine, taking care of their children. They're like, I want to be like this lady, I want to be like this person, I don't want to get married. Like, some of them come from happy homes. Their parents don't have any history in their marriages, but they just want to be like that person. They admire on social media. So sometimes it's from social media, some is from the society, like I said before, but it's not all that is coming from marriage.
Okay.
Some is coming from the social media. Most of them, in fact, not even all. I feel like most of them, because so far from people I've heard, I've witnessed saying that it's from social media. They say it's from, because they want to just they take care, they carry their children to expensive schools. They take pictures and post them online. Like, I see this girl, no man in her life, and see the way she's doing so perfectly, we're taking care of her children by herself, and they end up saying, man has come, where's Ganti? Like, are you?
Sometimes they'll just be saying, I want to be a baby mama, just like that.
You know how it is being a single parent.
Exactly.
You don't know how it is. They will never show you the challenges, so they'll just show you the parts whereby they just snap their children. I'm like, yeah, I'm a single mom, I do all this by myself. It's very, very challenging. You don't want to even know how it is, because even with your partner there, it's not easy. You and your husband, it's not easy raising children, you know, paying the bills and stuff like that. Then just you doing it alone. I sometimes see it as a flirt, but
Yes.
I don't know, but I'm not in support of that, especially when you do not have a bad experience from a home or from somewhere else, and you just want to on your own. You just some people just say that marriage is not for me. I don't think marriage is for me. I hear people say it's like, marriage is why you not married? No, marriage is not for me. And like, well,
Confidence. What about you? Do you think that most people in today's generation, they are saying, I'm not going to get married because it's what they've seen from their parents?
I know. Like what made me say just now, marriage is not my thing.
And that
Most girls, they say that.
that.
Yeah, so I just want to be like, I don't want to be under any man.
And that's the thing.
Let
the
me be, I want to be
independent woman thing.
Yes. So they want to like have their own kids. They actually plan it, or like, I'll finish school, I'll do this one, then I have my kids and settle down. They don't even add that marriage to it. They just want to have children and then settle down. In society, let me say in society, like Mimi said, because you see woman A living happily with just her kid or her kids, because some will just go like having 2, 3, which are not from marriage. Just so the person may see that this woman is living okay, doing good without a man.
Exactly.
So they may just say like, I want to be like her. When woman A also has the things that she's facing as a single mom, but then us, I know us, the ladies, is what we see, that once we see that somebody is living freely and is enjoying, that's what we want.
Exactly.
So a lot of ladies, though, is not due to their marriage, their parents' marriage. It's just because of what they have seen from people and social media. And then this social media is really deceiving us.
Yes, it is.
Because it's all about fake life.
Exactly.
You see somebody struggling, like struggling very hard, even to feed is hard. But once the person goes on social media, it's a different person. So we'll see, and then we think.
Okay, we have a call. Hello.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Yes, good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling from? We can hardly get you. It's network, but I think that was Evangelist. But you can please call back again. The network isn't good. It's really doing a lot of things to the calls, but you can keep on trying. You can keep on trying. Call back. I'm sure it will get better. So yes, confidence. You were saying.
So
it's
like
from
I was saying, even on social media, somebody who's living very poorly, and then to train up the child, it's not been easy for he or she.
Hello. Yes. Good afternoon. Okay. Evangelist, what do you think about parents' marriage influencing their children's mindset on marriage?
Well, you see, this thing that you people are saying, I wish parents were listening to this thing. So this topic is not only for the youth, it's also for the parents.
Okay.
And there is something that one of you see there, that your parents, their marriage is not stable. Don't think your case may be the same. Your case may be different. I like that statement. And another one is people feel I will not marry because I need only a child. I don't want to stress myself. Because marriage is successful. If you want to marry, just go ahead and marry. And therefore, your case will be different.
Okay.
You don't want to marry, but you want to have a child. You think how many people will marry a woman that you really have a child with? Or how many people will marry a man that you already have a child with him? And what confuses me much is that there is one woman I knew, my friend's wife. Anytime he has a case with her husband, he will go and go to her house.
Okay, Evangelist, we can hardly get you now because of the network. I think it's really bad, and at least I got a little bit of what he said. He said yes, he agrees with confidence, because confidence mentioned that your case might be different from your parents' case. Yes, you might think because they had a bad marriage, you might have one too, but your case might be different. I think he started narrating a story of a woman he knows, but we couldn't really get him because of the network. It was really bad. Okay, so confidence, in essence, you were saying social media, fake life, yes, and it's deceiving people.
Yeah, and so as it's deceiving people, we see people on social media, single mothers, just posting pictures of their kids, how they are doing well, like Mimi said. Sometimes going into it, it's not really what is happening, but they are just showing out to the world that yes, I'm okay, when they are not. So we may think it's okay and get into it. It won't work for you.
Exactly.
And let me say, girls sometimes tend to like, I don't want marriage because they think marriage is stressing.
Yes.
And you have
slavery.
to be like, yes, the husband is there, and then later on there are kids there. You have a lot of responsibility on your head as
you
a
just
wife.
want to be free.
You want to be free.
Soft
I don't want
life.
stress in my life. Let the man be there so that I'll just be me.
Exactly.
And some of these ladies tend to hate men, like
Yeah.
the amount of hatred they have for men. At times it's very, very scary. I'm like, calm down, no. You will not understand. You don't know what my father did to my mom.
Yes, that's the thing.
And they tend to hate me. I'm like, even though your father was not a good person, it's not an excuse for you to generalize it that all men are wicked. There are some out there that are good.
Sometimes people's experiences can really make them.
It can change their mindset
completely
towards certain things, and they actually do hate men. Like, sometimes it's very, very scary. Like, is it that bad? They say, maybe you will not understand though. You don't understand. Some of them, but it's not like their parents. It's not like their father was like physically abusive to their mom. Sometimes verbal abusive. And
sometimes it wasn't even there.
It wasn't there. Sometimes he would just leave the mom to handle the children, the bills and everything, while the father just stays there like that, being on idle, drinking, coming back, talking anyhow to the children, to the mom, like. So you actually do change their mindsets, even though, and it's very bad that even though like somebody good come to their life, especially the men, they tend to turn them down. They're not interested because they actually do hate men, and they are very, very rude when you don't want to approach those kind of
no,
people.
they will
just you don't want to approach, you don't want to tell them your feelings because they will so insult you. They will so insult you. So it changes their mind because they have so much hatred. Both the innocent ones, so even the ones that are guilty will
but
suffer
since
for
it's
it.
men,
as long as you're a man,
they will hate.
you're a victim.
Even for the guys, I don't know if it's what they have seen in their marriage, but I've noticed something like most guys tend to see cheating as a normal thing.
Exactly.
I don't know if it's something they have seen maybe from what their father, maybe they have seen that their father do the same thing, so it's a normal thing.
Exactly.
I
That's
don't know,
another way.
because sometimes like it's not a big deal now. It's just cheating.
It's
I have a side chick, I have a main chick.
How can you have one woman?
But if your lady cheats on you, if your woman cheats on you, you guys see it as something
they
abnormal.
want to scatter everywhere.
But you guys see, but if it's a man, like my mom enjoyed now. My father had
Exactly. I hate hearing that one.
but my mom enjoyed it. Like, it is the mentality people have. Please stay away from me.
That's another thing again.
Because I feel like you as a lady is supposed to enjoy it. Yeah, my mom enjoyed it, so why are you not to enjoy it? I'm not a woman. You're supposed to enjoy this kind of thing.
Exactly.
So I'm a human being. I don't have a heart of a stone.
like I said something of a guy who said he will beat his wife
that
if
was
he
just
messes up. So the guy, he said it as a casual thing, thinking it's something normal that is okay to reset a woman's brain. That was like a reset. If you mess up, I'll reset. So imagine his sister. Okay, I'm watching what my dad is doing to my mom. What will I think?
Exactly.
What will I think of men?
Exactly.
Like in general, I'll think, okay, because him too, he's now having the mindset that women are to be reset. So if I'm the sister, definitely I will have that feeling that okay, all men are the same.
Exactly.
And then if I marry now, I'll be beaten every
The
day.
same way.
If my sense is going low, maybe they'll reset it for me. So I think that's one of the things as well. All those stuffs.
Yes. You're listening to Speedy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and today we are talking about how parents' marriages influence their children's mindset on marriage. And we've said different things. For girls, sometimes they say they're not going to get married. Even the guys, they say, no, I don't want to get married. I'll have a child here, have another one here, free life. And sometimes the boys tend to think there's a certain way women are to be treated from seeing their fathers and all that. But you know, one thing I've also noticed about this generation is sometimes they're like, if anything happens, in fact, they are already planning of how they will live a marriage before they even enter that marriage. Like, I just hear, try that one, I'm leaving the marriage. Like, they don't, I don't even know what they think
Some
marriage
people
is
even
again.
like sign contract, like if anything before the marriage. Yes, almost everybody wants to do is it court marriage because they're already planning. If this thing happens over,
They've not entered the marriage, but they are planning on how they will live. Like, so sometimes I wonder what really is making this generation's mindset on marriage be like that. There are different factors, of course. The parents married, social media, as you said, Mimi, and all those different things. But it's always funny to me. They'll be like, I'm not going to stay at all. You just try one thing, I'm leaving. I'm like, okay, calm down. No, calm down. In as much as, but please, it's not just something that you go into. But I feel this generation's mindsets on marriage is very different.
Yeah, it's
actually,
very different.
it is so different. Like,
and they're just seeing the negative side.
yes, it's the negative side.
It's bad.
It actually
It's just
is.
sometimes you will not blame them because the experience they had while growing up was
Yes,
very, very bad.
yes,
But
for
the
some,
ones-
but other ones,
the ones that are seen from social media, what's your excuse?
let
I
me
don't
say-
understand.
they don't even know these people
From your,
personally.
you don't have any good experience from your parents' marriage.
Exactly.
You did not learn anything from your parents' marriage. What are you seeing on social media?
Let me say, I have a good experience from my parents' marriage. But there was this certain time I saw couples fighting. And then the way the man was beating the woman, like I was scared. But the next thing that shocked me was when I saw blood coming out of the man's hair. I was like, God, what if somebody die? Although I want to marry and I want to have a blissful marriage, but I fear that one day somebody will slap me in marriage. I fear that one. So I'm like, there was a time I was saying, me, if you beat me in marriage, I'll go and tell my father. I'll go and tell my father. So the guy was, I remember, that was last week. So the guy was like, are you a kid? I said, no, I'm my father's daughter. I'll still go back.
Question.
I'll go and tell my father.
Yes,
Because
why not?
I have the concept that they are not to beat ladies in marriage. No, even if your wife has done something like offensive to you, I bet maybe if you're provoked, you can just give her a little or two attitude and then to be like okay. But not the beating. So I like marriage. I want to marry and I want to have a nice marriage, but I fear that beating aspect.
Okay.
So you see, that one is not coming from my dad. It's not coming from my mom, but it's coming from the society.
Yes,
and
that's
then
another
sometimes
factor.
it might scare somebody up to the extent
Exactly.
that what they have seen from their parents' marriage will even vanish, and then they'll decide that
No, I'm not getting married. Exactly. But you wonder, anyway, society does have a strong influence on people. If not, you think, aren't they meant to take their parents as some sort of role models? But society's influence is also there, actually. Like we were saying on the other show, environmental influence. Sometimes you may be brought up this way, but some things you see around you can actually change that whole upbringing that's already in your head. Okay, so time is running. We're almost coming to the end of the show. So Mimi, I think at this point we should just tell young people that although we understand some experiences that they might get at home, it really does a lot. It really shapes their home mindset and all that. But I think they should also understand that their case might be different. So I don't know if you have something to say to young people.
Okay. This one is especially for those who witnessed bad experience from their parents. I feel like you should not just generalize it. Hate not just the girls, even the boys. Don't hate like the opposite gender. Even your own gender, don't hate them, because there are good people out there. For the fact that your parents' own wasn't smooth, it wasn't good like other people's own, doesn't mean that yours is not going to be good.
Exactly.
Because if you carry that mindset, you're going to chase away the people that really love you. And even and for the boys, the ones that see cheating as a normal thing, that your father did it, your mom enjoyed it. You will marry. You see, the person you're going to get married to might be different from your mom. And if you cheat one, that woman will show you pepper.
Exactly. And you don't know if
beat you. In fact, she'll be the one to beat you.
And another thing, you don't do something to another person's daughter that you wouldn't like somebody else to do to your own daughter. Exactly.
Yes.
Because if you have a daughter now, you will not want to hear that, daddy, this man is doing me anyhow. So you don't do it to somebody's daughter.
Don't do. So if don't just carry the negative part of marriage into your head. Don't allow it to fool your head. Know that there's also a good part of it, because nothing is perfect. Because definitely there will be challenges there, but just know that one way or the other you will overcome those challenges, and you will continue with your good life and stuff like that. So like me now, I don't really, my parents' marriage have been good so far, and I've actually looked up to their marriage, because like I said, understanding was there. Because I know there are sometimes that my mom wants to be so stubborn, but my father used to understand it, and sometimes she used to calm down. Even my father too, he wants to prove stubborn, my mom will understand, and him too, he will calm down. So the understanding needs to be there. And again, I don't know, but it's really really hard, because some people, when you guys are still like dating or stuff like that, you see that this person is the perfect person.
Yes.
But when you guys get married, you start seeing
a different person. So
it's very hard. I don't know what to say in that aspect, but
just say put it on God, because because human beings are difficult.
Yeah, but there are good people out there, especially for the girls. Please don't. Being a single parent is very hard though.
Exactly. And think of your child. An absent parent is not good.
It's not good, because even the child wants the father figure.
Exactly.
Because actually father figures are very very important, because normally naturally, but children and women are like soft. Because there's a difference when with your parents. If my mom said don't do this thing, I will stop, but I still want to do it somehow. But if my father said don't do it, I'm not stupid for me to go and do that thing. So actually the father figure is there, because the father holds like a strong background, because he let me just say, when it comes to discipline, it's more of like the father, because he's very strict. The mom is more strict than the mom. And if you check, most children are obedient to their father more than their mom. And if you just feel like you're going to take care of your children all by yourself, and you see that your children are not obeying you, it's another problem. And this how you start raising up some kind of I don't want to sound offensive, but yes, it's true. Because you see most of these children that are stubborn, if you check, some of them are raised by single mother. I'm not saying that the mothers did a bad job or anything, but it's not easy. Don't feel like, okay, you're saying this on social media, this woman is doing it all by herself, independent woman and stuff like that. So we need father figures in society. Exactly. We need it in the family, in the society at large. So don't feel like you can do it all by yourself. If you don't carry that mindset, and don't generalize it that all men are evil, are wicked and stuff like that. And it's going to be hard,
it's hard
changing their mind, but I mean, I just have to say the truth.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really hard. And like me, I want to have my own children. I want to have my husband and stuff. I want to have my family.
Mm-hmm.
Because from what I've seen from my parents, I like marriage is sweet too. I know that they are sad moments.
Mm-hmm.
Some moments like this kind of thing. If this is what marriage is called, then I don't want to be there. Yes, sometimes I do reason that way, but deep down I know that I actually want to have my family, like my husband, my children, me being the wife. So yes, we should not generalize it as a bad thing. Don't just look at the negative side and leave the positive side. That's just what I have to say.
Okay, so confidence, I guess you and I think Mimi has said it all, and I think she has said a lot. I think for you and I will just add, stop following social media people. Their life is so,
and I would say you
so
should not let the negative part consume you.
Exactly.
Let the positive part take part in your influencing you as well.
Exactly. And see, that social media part is very strong. Like, seriously, that one is serious. People should not let that one influence you, because if you see those people's lives in real life, so please.
And for those who, like, maybe they grew up in an abusive home, your mom couldn't speak up and stuff like that, don't take that as a normal thing. If anybody wants to try that with you, speak.
Speak out. Exactly.
If you're able to be that person
Mimi.
No, maybe if you beat that person,
and you
definitely your kids
too.
Yes,
I'm not promoting violence, but you guys should just speak out. Don't take abuse as a normal thing. Both the boys, even the boys who face abuse in marriages, so not just the women, even the guys too, because sometimes their wives could be so stubborn, like it's unexplainable. So if you are facing any form of abuse, be it verbal, emotional abuse, physical abuse, just speak out. If you know that you have spoken to your partner and that partner has refused to change, speak out, talk to somebody else.
Okay, so that's all for Speedy Talk on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM today, and we'll see you on Wednesday by 3 p.m. for Speedy Talk again. And we in the studio are saying bye.
Hello, my cutie. Asking Radio is